What's going on, everybody? My name is Zach Hartley. Welcome back to another watch list video. In this one, I'm going to give you 4 stocks that are breaking out right now, so let's jump right in. Alright, before we get into the watch list, first thing I want to do is just review the market conditions. Overall, the market is in a very strong bullish trend. The NASDAQ is continuously pushing all-time highs. The S&P 500 looks pretty much identical, and the Dow Jones looks like it's breaking out of some recent consolidation. On the other side of the things, the VIX, or the Volatility Index, continues to trade extremely low, which is kind of confirmation of this bullish trend. When it comes to Bitcoin, we got a lot of interesting things happening right now. It looks like the German government has sold off almost all of their holdings, but that selling has now basically stopped. And if you look at the chart for the last few days, it has actually started to level off. And so we're at a very, very interesting point in the Bitcoin chart right now, because if it drops lower, that is going to be a strong indication of a new bearish trend, and you could basically say it's another crypto winter. If we can recover from this, get back up to previous all-time highs, and just start to slowly push higher, then this would actually be a great buying opportunity. Personally, I am just slowly accumulating more and more Bitcoin over time. I'm doing most of my buying through Newton and Coinbase, and I have links down below. If you want to sign up for either platform, you'll get free bonuses up to like 25 bucks if you trade and deposit $100 or more. Now, a couple commodities that I like to watch here. First one is light crude oil. As you can see, we're trading pretty choppy. We have a super high, super low, and then a lower high, a higher low, a lower high. And so we're basically going back and forth here. There's not really a clear direction in the price of oil. There is a very clear horizontal direction in the price of uranium. And when it comes to the price of lithium, we're actually falling lower and lower and lower. And so I am watching all of these commodities, but there's nothing that's super exciting right now. What is exciting, though, is that we are about to enter earnings season. Now, most of the time, earnings season is going to start off with the banks. Here you can see we have First Bank, we have Service Bank, we have Goldman Sachs, we have BlackRock, we have Bank of America, we have Morgan Stanley, Charles Schwab, PNC, State Street. We have a lot of banks. That's usually how earnings season starts. And then we have ASML, we have United, Johnson & Johnson, we got TSMC, we got Netflix, American Express, all kind of rounding out the week. So it's going to be a very exciting earnings season, and we're basically just at the beginning of it. When it comes to market conditions, a couple of things that I want to talk about. Number one, US inflation fell to 3%. It was at 3.1% before that, and it means that we're basically continuing that trajectory down to 2%. That is the goal and the target of the Federal Reserve, is to get inflation to 2%. The next interest rate decision, where they're going to be able to decide on interest rates, is going to happen on July 31st, and then the next one is going to happen in September. People are expecting that there's going to be no change at the meeting on July 31st, but they are expecting a rate cut in September, which could signal the start of that lower rate environment, or that path to lower rates. And so it's going to be a very interesting next couple months in terms of interest rates. When it comes to employment, this is also a key factor for the interest rate decisions, and unemployment is back above 4% for the first time since January of 2022. So in over 2 years, it's now back above 4%. It basically spiked during COVID. It went to not all-time lows, but almost all-time lows, right around 3% for a while here, as the economy has been recovering, and now it is just going back up to 4%, which means those higher interest rates that the Fed has set has slowed down business to the point that unemployment is now starting to creep up. And so super interesting. This should be a good sign in general for getting us back to that 2% inflation target, and then basically an evening out of interest rates eventually. When it comes to the general markets, though, tech is definitely leading the way, and over the last few weeks, growth stocks and small cap stocks have started to do better, at least relatively. And if rates get cut in September, or people get confirmation that rates will be cut in September, such as continuing decline of inflation over the next 3 months, that will be a catalyst for small cap and growth stocks. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. Now, a couple stocks I want to point out to you this week. First one here is Plurilock Security Incorporated. I've made 2 videos about this company over the last 2 weeks here. First one was an interview with the CEO. Second one was a company profile. The CEO interview got posted when the stock was trading at 27 cents. It's now trading at over $1, so you'd be up almost 300% if you were watching my video. So make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. It is going to help you make money. I absolutely absolutely promise it. Plurilock Securities up almost 300%. Honestly, this company is doing extremely well recently. I think it's probably going to continue. We might, like, obviously this is a huge run up. We're going to see a little bit of a pullback eventually, but over the long term, this company is landing some massive, massive contracts. Now, unfortunately, we've already broken out here because you missed my videos, but a couple of companies that haven't broken out yet. First one here is Udemy. As you can see, they're coming down to a key level of support right around this kind of $8 mark, and so this is a key level for Udemy. If it falls below here, I probably want nothing to do with it. If we get confirmation of a good bounce off support, that's a beautiful swing trade that I want to be in. Next one here is Blink Charging. As you can see, this stock has bounced off of this exact same level once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and now it has set a higher low, indicating a possible change in trend. We've crossed above our moving averages here. We are pushing up to previous resistance, and if in the week ahead we see a breakout of this previous resistance with strong volume and a good catalyst, this is an excellent swing trade. We do want to be watching for some resistance right here around $4.50, but again, a great opportunity in between here, and if it breaks out, let it run as far as you possibly can. Last one here that I want to talk about is Wayfair. We have some major resistance right here around $76, and we have continuously higher lows. It looks like on Thursday and Friday, we bounced off of this support trend line right here. We are crossing above our quick moving average. We're approaching our slow moving average, and we've got lots of room to run back up to 75. So I like this for a short-term swing trade, back up to resistance. I also like it for a long-term breakout trade, depending on how this chart kind of evolves over the next few weeks. Now that's it for this video. If you're interested in learning more, check out my courses on Skillshare. I have over 20,000 students and tons of reviews for you to take a look at. I share everything in those courses, and I promise you it'll be the best free resource that you can find online. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Good luck trading, good luck investing, and we'll talk to you soon.